Hello, welcome back to another lesson in Vedic astrology. During my childhood days, I loved to read stories of detectives, especially Sherlock Holmes. Later on, when I picked up astrology, I found that the study of horoscope requires almost a similar approach. One should not jump to conclusions. As an astrologer, you need to know as many rules as possible. In this video, I'll be taking up the study of the horoscope, which belongs to a lady who remained childless despite medical intervention. She had tried all the known methods, but nothing worked. And she had not also gone to any astrologer trying to figure out what's wrong with her, and that is also the reason why she did not do any of the remedies that have been suggested by the ancient authors of Vedic astrology. Let's take up the topic of children. What all should you know? You need to have the Sarvashraka Varga and mark out the 5th and the 9th house. That is one method. And then you'll have to find out what are the planets that occupy the 5th house. Where is the Lord of the 5th? When it comes to children, you need to know the barren signs. The barren signs are Aries and Gemini and Leo and Virgo. These are all the barren signs, and if the lords of the 5th house occupy any of these houses, then there is a chance of the person being barren. You also need to know what is the Kshetra Sputa in case you are reading the horoscope of a female, and in the case of a male you need to know the Bija Sputa. And you also need to cast the Saptamsa chart, which is a divisional chart that is kept aside for knowing more about children. And the most important house in the Saptamsa is not just the 5th house alone. The 5th house is also important. You also need to look at the 9th house, which is very important. And also in the Bhava chart, you need to also look at the 9th house, because the 9th house is the 5th from the 5th. So you have to work at the horoscope from several angles, which is what I'm going to do in this case study. And at the end of this case study, you will understand the complexity of astrology. It doesn't mean it's very difficult. It just shows how complex it is and how important knowing the rules are. So let's go back to the whiteboard. In this horoscope, the ascendant is over here, and it looks very promising because Jupiter is in exaltation in the 1st house. And since the topic is about children, you find that Jupiter aspects the 5th house, and not only that, Jupiter aspects the 9th house. So by being in Lagna, Jupiter covers the 5th and the 5th from the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you expect good things with regard to children. And not only that, you find the Lord of the 5th house, which is Mars, because this is Scorpio or Vrishchika Rasi. You find that it occupies the 2nd house. So the 5th is house of children, 2nd is house of family, and in most cases such people have been found to have more number of sons. So what is the fate of this particular person? If you look at it like this, then you feel that everything must be alright. But but if you start the investigation, you will find, first of all, because the Lagna is at 1 degree and a house extends 15 degrees on either side, so you have, I'll draw the dotted lines, this is how it will be. So Jupiter will get included in the Bhava, but over here you will see Ketu is at 23 degrees and Mercury is at 25 degrees, so they will shift over to this house. So I am writing it over here. So I have written it now here. This is the actual Bhava position, and now you find, because Ketu is at 23 degrees whereas the Lagna is at 1 degree, the 4th house midpoint would be here, 1 degree, and the 5th house midpoint would be here. So because the midpoint of the 5th house happens to be 1 degree, it is closer to Ketu and Mercury, and that's why in the 5th house in the Bhava chart, you will find this shift. Okay, and so now let's say we can sort of remove it from our mind. It's no more here. So now it looks more clearer now that the shift has happened. Rahu in the Rasi chart is over here, which is the 10th house, and this is the 11th house. So in the Bhava chart, you will find it here over here. Rahu and Ketu, falls on the 511 axis, which is called the house of children, the axis of children. So, if you were to refer to a book like Briha Sutra or many of the classical textbooks, you will find that Ketu in the 5th is negative for children, and the two abortions or failed attempts, because Ketu is an abortive planet. In India, it is known as Sarpa dosha, or a dosha connected to snakes. That's simply because Rahu and Ketu were always associated with snakes. But let us look at it from a different point of view. You can say that Rahu and Ketu are the poison element, and there is some poison in the system. It may translate as hormone, but it may also anything else that obstructs the birth of children. Sometimes it can be cysts, it can be tumors, it can be any other abnormalities, including a condition called endometriosis. So this is the axis of the children, and you have Mercury also in the 5th house. If you read Briha Sutra, you will find the warning given by sage Bhrigu that if Mercury is in the 5th, it can make a person childless, and there is an indication for adoption. And also Ketu, Maharishi Parashara says, also sage Bhrigu says they could be childless. All these facts now join up together, almost negating what we saw first. But that's all. That's not all. If you start further investigation in this horoscope, the Sarvashaka Varga score was over on the 5th house at just 21 points, and it was the weakest amongst the entire 12 houses. And the next weakest house was over here, the 9th house. The 9th house is very important. You can see that Lagna is at 1 degree and Saturn is exactly very close to that point 1 degree, and it is right in the middle of the 9th house. The 9th house is very important because it is the 5th from the 5th. So you have an affliction of the 5th, and the 5th from the 5th also has Saturn. I have done the Saptamsa chart for the same person, and the 9th house in Saptamsa is afflicted. There are 3 grahas, Rahu and Saturn in the 9th in the Saptamsa chart, along with a debilitated Venus, and there is a group of planets in the 3rd house. The Lord of the 5th, which is in this case Venus, occupies the debilitated sign. So this is one way of looking at it. The Saptamsa is also reflecting the same thing, because the 9th is a very important house whenever it comes to Saptamsa. In most cases of childless people, you will find Saptamsa 9th house is having at least one bad planet. And in this case, you find all the bad planets in the 9th house, or at least influencing the 9th house by being in the 3rd house. And when I did the Kshetra Sputa, I found that the Kshetra Sputa, which is the female, what you can say, the egg point of the person, falls on the same place where all this group of planets are, and is severely afflicted. So, and it's also it's a barren sign. Barren signs are Mesha, then Mithuna, and Simha and Kanya. All these 4 signs are called barren signs. So whenever the factors of the 5th house get anywhere in these 4 signs, then the possibilities of childlessness increase. And in this case, the Kshetra Sputa in the Rasi chart fell in Simha Rasi, which is a barren sign. Also, you find the Lord of the 5th house in this chart has gone to a barren sign. And Jupiter, though it looks at the 5th and the 9th, is behind Mars, which is the Lord of the 5th, and therefore Jupiter is unconnected to the 5th Lord. The connection between Jupiter and the 5th house is very important, though there is an aspect on the 5th. It is in 2/12 axis from the 5th Lord Mars. So this is how you conduct a research. And when I did the study on the husband's horoscope, I found the 5th and the 9th house in Sarvashaka Varga had the lowest scores. So all this is how you actually do a research, exactly like what I told in the beginning of the video. It has to be in the same way that detective will work on a case. So astrology is not simple as it may look like. You need to learn as many rules as possible, and when it comes to a very crucial point, you will have to employ all these rules. For example, when we did the horoscope matching, we found that it was not so compatible. So even there were some other problems. So everything just piled up together. And this is truly a case of childlessness. The person had attempted a lot of medical help. Maharishi Parashara says, if the lord of the 12th, in this case Buddha, Mercury, is in the 5th house, the 12th is the house of loss, the 5th house is house of children, the planet ruling the 12th house, loss, whenever it sits in the 5th house, he says there will be a lot of problems related to the birth of children, either medical help or the help of the divine is to be sought. Sage Bhrigu says if Ketu is in the 5th, then the person should do a Naga Pratishtha, which in this case the person was not aware of the fault in the horoscope and therefore did not do any of the remedies that have been suggested in the ancient books. But the person had believed so much in medicine and the gynecologist, but nothing worked. I'm not blaming them. These methods have worked for so many other people, but when the horoscope indicates that it's very difficult, then instead of just believing in science, one has to combine remedies, prayers, and then along with science.